Good morning. Happy Wednesday. Welcome to another edition of our Wednesday, What's New Wednesday, short and sweet here at Sierra Sewing in Reno, Nevada. I'm Elaine.
I'm Carrie. Hello.
So Linda's out and about today doing all kinds of really fun stuff for the shop, so we'll be seeing her soon. But we want to thank you so much for joining us this morning. So just to give you a quick recap of what we got going on here today. So for the next 24 hours, everything that we're going to be showing you today is going to be 15% off. So no matter if you're watching us right now live or you're watching us anytime during the day or at night, when you order online, you will get 15% off of everything that we're showing you today. And if you spend $100, you will get free shipping.
Yes.
And you can choose to either pick up here in the Reno store, or you can have it picked up in, or you can pick your product up in the Carson City store. So I think that's pretty much the gist.
That includes all products,
no matter whether you're buying here, yes. So you can, even if you want more products to add on, you can just click on to the rest of our line in the website and be able to add to that. And able to get to the live sale. We'll have a link below, and you're just going to click on, in the red bar that we had, the toolbar, you'll click live sale. There'll be a picture of myself and Linda. You'll click on that, and then that will take you to the products that we're showing you today, so you can see everything up close and personal. So is that about everything on that one?
That's about everything.
So because Jared and Linda are not here, I know normally you guys can ask questions and we answer them right away. This morning, not so much. We won't be able to answer them right away.
Yes.
But we'll be able to get to those questions after we're all done. Myself and Carrie will answer them for you anytime. And you can always call us. Our phone line's open at 10 a.m. here. So if you have any questions that you really want to know, you can give us a call. Carrie's probably going to watch the computer, so if something does pop up, she'll just pop in and out to see if there's anything that we really want to get to right then and there. So, but don't hesitate to ask questions or offer suggestions. Sometimes even with all the things that we're showing, we don't think about everything because there's just so many ideas out there, and we love it when you guys offer suggestions and comments. So I think we're going to get right
Thank
to
you
it.
for watching. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So let's hit with the quilt that's behind us. It is so cute. It's called Sweetwater.
Sweet Stitches.
With Sweet Stitches, excuse me.
The designer
It was
is
Sweetwater.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
So this is the line of fabric from Moda. See if we can, hopefully this is showing really well. And it's called Threads. This is so stinking cute. Absolutely love it. The quilt measures 64 by 64. And I forget what our price was. $142.99. Here's a good kind of a close-up of all of the fabrics that are on there.
So the fabric line is actually a sewing theme. So if you look really closely, and we'll be showing
we'll
you
show you
fabrics
some of the
in
fabrics,
a few minutes,
yeah.
but there are buttons and notions, and it's a really fun.
It's cute. It's got words, handmade. It's got the
Stitches.
stitches.
Yeah.
We'll definitely show you some of these up front and personal. Carrie did a really super sweet just swirl quilting on it, and we actually did for the sample, for the shop sample, we did Minky on the back, which we've been doing a lot lately, and it's been turning out so beautiful. Now, it's all pink, it's cream, reds, there's a little bit of black, and some of the fabric that we're going to show you, there is actually a lot of fabrics within this line
that we didn't use.
That we did not use, and is more on the lines of black and cream. So if you want to add some more,
mix in
color
a little bit of black to it,
you can just add that to it, change it out a little bit, so you can make it your own, swap it out. If you want to make it bigger, of course, add more borders, add more rows, so many different things. Now, Carrie, I'm going to let you talk about this because somebody is going to ask a question about this.
Yeah, so they may not be able to see. We hung the quilt, so we can't bring it up close to you, but
we'll take maybe we'll take a snapshot of it later, and we'll show that in the comments.
So it's a general piecing quilt. It's very simple, very fun, small blocks. There's only about 5 different blocks in here, but every other block is a cross-stitched. So I used pearl cotton, and you just do very simple cross stitches. The pattern has a template included, very easy to do. The pattern is written to stitch those by hand, but you could do them by machine, super easy.
Or if you just object to it at all,
just leave
out.
Those out because it's still a really cute, kind of like a 9-patch 4-patch block quilt style.
It's very, very cute. Yeah, I'll snap a picture of that really up close so you can kind of see that, so you can decide. But The quilt itself, honestly, has been a
The
rave.
cross stitches really cue into some of the fabrics, which is really fun too.
Yes, definitely. So let's go ahead and show some of the fabrics.
Okay.
I'm going to grab the words because I have to say I love the words, and I'm going to grab this one. Now these two are in the kit. Of course, I don't. Now this one's tossed, and that's the great part, is that no matter how you cut it, the words are going to be going all the way around. So this is the one that is actually in the kit, along with these words. Now these are directional. It just goes in one way. Am I showing it the right way?
It
I
says
hope so.
handmade,
Yeah.
right?
It does say handmade all across, and it's in sweet cursive, so it's actually really cute. And Carrie's got a couple to show.
So this is my favorite. This is, it's like sewing machine stitches, different stitches. And this comes in multiple colorways. This is the white cream background with the red and black stitching. But they also did it in all the other colorways.
They did. Now I'm going to grab a couple that the different colorways are in the kit, but here is the black colorway. So this is just a bunch, what would you call this?
Crosshatch, like a
kind of like a crosshatch.
Crosshatch or a scratch, just a texture fabric.
That's a scratch would be a good way. So this is the black with the cream on top. This is not in the kit, but the other color is. It's the pink with the red. Yes. And then there is also these sweet buttons. I think these are so stinking cute. This particular colorway is not in the kit, but the pink and the red buttons, which I'll show that one too so you can see it inside there also. So this is just the black and cream.
All right, so here's the stitches in pink, in a nice pink.
This is so cute. And then now here are the buttons, just so you can see. These are the buttons that are in the kit. You've got the pink background with the red and cream. And then here we have cream background with the red. And so just to kind of give you an idea of what is in the kit so you can see the different colorways that this comes.
Here's some hearts with the little cross stitching, cross-stitched hearts. And then also in black. So this comes in all colorways. It's a really nice big fabric line that's going to be so fun to use for
So many different things.
Yeah.
And I'm going to show a pattern of something that might give you an idea that you can use with these fabrics, because it is a sewing, stitching, quilting kind of theme. I've got an idea to use the fabrics besides from just your quilt. So what do you have? You're going to show, oh, those ones are so fun.
Yeah. All right, so the background fabric is actually a cream plaid, which makes the cross stitching on the alternate blocks super easy. You just throw one in each of the plaid squares.
Very fun.
Lots of fun plaids.
They're really, really fun. So because we're kind of having a sewing theme here, I thought we would show the boxy tote.
Yeah.
Be kind of fun to put this as a, using this fabric line. So this is the large one. You want to keep
stepping out of the frame here.
I know, right? Throwing Carrie for a loop because she doesn't like to be on camera. She likes to be behind the camera, and I made her come on with me today. So this is the large boxy tote. You can see it's really big. It's
the
really
ultimate
cute.
sewing bag.
This is perfect for a sewing bag. So that's why I wanted to show this.
So this size is actually designed to carry a featherweight sewing machine if you wanted to. But so many of our customers have made and used this to bring to class.
Hopefully you can see the pockets that are, is it showing up?
So it has pockets
Trying to
all
show
around
that.
the outside and pockets all around on the inside.
Lots and lots and lots of pockets. A good long strap. So, if you are using it as a, tool tote to put all your scissors and all your things that you're going to need from class, you can sling it on. You'll be able to carry it no problem. It does
The
come
shorter
in
version, so the smaller
two
version is
sizes.
the same width, but it's shorter. And then show them how it stays open. So what makes it a really nice sewing bag is that it has metal stays that you easily sew into the bag, and it stays open. It doesn't collapse in on itself, so that you can reach and access your tools.
And what's great is if you are just loving this bag, they come, you can purchase just the extra wire stays. We have them.
And
I
make
forgot.
multiples,
I
yeah.
forgot to grab them for the camera. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So
But there's two different sizes, and
Yeah, and
either if you want to make more, and so you want to purchase the metal stays, they will fit no matter what size bag pattern you choose. So that part is really nice. That the
Yeah.
metal stays are the same no matter what size bag you make.
But you do need the right corresponding pattern for the size. So
Correct,
unfortunately,
correct.
they didn't make them both into the same pattern. So the boxy tote is the large one, and the tool tote is the shorter version.
And like you said, the shorter one kind of starts to be about right there, correct? So great
Still a
fabric
nice
for
large bag.
this. Something that I did forget, I'm sorry, because we got going and I got talking too much. We do have the charm packs of the threads. So another great way if you want to
Make a little
add this to your collection.
Small makeup bag or zipper bag, those really cute fabric
Or
ones.
even if you, now I know a lot of you people are like really, really creative and can put this together and then put
the
your
panel.
bags together. So this is another way to do that. There's so
cute.
many patterns for other bags that take just a charm pack too. Or even the mini charm packs where you would just cut these in half both ways, and that gives you your 2 1/4
Yeah.
size squares. So those are very fun. So that's our tool tote. Now that I was going to show also, because same kind of concept, but this is a last chance pattern. And I couldn't find our sample. I don't know where it is.
We made this before. So this is another just bag pattern that's super simple, really quick. And if I can, I guess it's better picture on the front. So the pattern has multiple sizes. Use it to hold your tools, your knitting, whatever you're going to do. Great
Thread
makeup
snips
bag.
from your sewing.
So there's 4 sizes. There's itty bitty, which is a 3 by 3 by 2 bag, all the way up to a large bag, which is a 7-inch high by 7-inch wide by 5. So
And it's even great for like if you being the small one, you can cinch it up and just throw it in your
yeah,
purse
it shows
for little things.
Yeah, so like a great little jewelry bag. The itty bitty one they show holding the little clips.
Oh yeah, the little matches. I always love how you always go to jewelry. We'll never let her. If you guys have been watching us for a long time, a couple years ago when we were showing something very similar to these bags.
Oh yeah,
It was just before Easter time, and so we were talking about putting Easter eggs in. And like, well, what could you put in there? And there's Carrie in the background. Diamonds! And it's been like that.
Well, it was so
ever
small.
since. I know,
What
but
else
it
would
was
you put in
so
there?
adorable. It's like, no, every time now it's like, no, diamonds. We're just going to throw diamonds
Yes,
into
we're
everything
just
that
gonna
we
put
want.
jewelry in there.
It's good stuff. All right,
right.
so we're going to jump right to our next
I'm gonna
set of
check the-
fabrics to see if there's any questions.
Yep.
Baseball season. Try that one more
Okay,
time.
so I'm going to interrupt real quick.
Oh, okay,
so
sure.
Karen is asking if we have a class for this, and yes, thank you, Karen.
Thanks,
we do.
Karen. Yeah.
We do. So Sylvia does this class repetitively.
Yes, we do.
It's the boxy
I don't
tote.
know if she has one scheduled right now.
I
Check
think she
online.
just did one recently. So call in, write us a note. We'll start a waiting list.
Yeah.
But she does do them pretty much quarterly. So.
And if we get enough people on the waiting list, she will immediately schedule a class,
Yes.
and we'll get that one going
Yes.
because it's a great class.
It's a great class.
We literally just did it like not even 2 weeks ago.
I think so. But it's a
Kinda late
2-day
on that.
class, and she really keeps you motivated.
She
And
does, and
it's not
Sylvia,
hard to do.
if you guys have taken a Sylvia class before, especially
bag-
with her bag, she
she's
is
a bag
the bag
specialist.
specialist.
Yeah.
She knows all the tips and tricks how to work around things.
Yeah.
Get on that list if you really want to take that class. We'll get you
Yes.
going. So what I was talking about just a couple seconds ago was it's becoming baseball season. So I thought I would go ahead and throw in a couple of the baseball fabrics that we have. We have much more than just baseball fabric in regards to sports, but I am just bringing these out since that's the season that's coming upon us. This is much more classic, retro. I thought this was really, really fun. I'm going to grab the base.
I like that it's all blue. Whoop. Ooh,
Well,
I haven't even seen these.
I know.
yet.
Well, and it's red, white, and
Red,
I
white, and blue?
swear I can't speak today. Red, white, and blue. I tried to say white. So here is all of our guys, in different positions for baseball. Really, really fun. The blue is gorgeous. It is that much more of a lighter blue. It's not sky, but it is a beautiful blue with that deeper
It's a
blue
boy
in there.
blue.
It
Definitely
is a
boys'
blue.
room blue. Yeah. And here's baseballs in red, white, and blue.
And then to finish off this specific 3-piece collection, of course, you cannot have
Stars.
baseball without some red, white, and blue stars. So it is a white background, with the more of a silvery blue and then light blue, navy blue, and red stars. Really, really pretty. And of course with, if you're into patriotic, which I know I'm kind of a patriotic buff, this is perfect for that. And then this one's really fun.
So here's a traditional baseball fabric with bats and balls. It's a deep navy, or true navy background. So if you didn't know, so these fabrics featured are in our live category, but we do have a sports category.
Yes.
So all type of sports fabrics.
We got some football, and we have a great one that's a pickleball. I know pickleball is really big right now. We even have when you go onto
Pickleball bag.
we have a pickleball bag pattern that's on there, and it actually features on the picture the fabric that we have. So it's perfect if you know somebody or you yourself are into pickleball. It's great. Add that to the list of things that we need to have, kind of, sort of. So. All right. So we're gonna now here. Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, at least it was fabric that just fell. Leave it to me to throw things on the floor. So I think we should show the ruler guide. Now we have shown these before. I'm gonna have Carrie show it to you right on there.
All right, so I'm going to try to get this to the right angle to where you can see it. So there is so when you're cutting, everybody knows the danger of cutting your finger. There is trying to turn it the right way. There we go. You can kind of see it.
Yeah, it's very clear.
A clear guide that you can add to your rulers to prevent your rotary cutter from jumping over your ruler and cutting off your finger.
So poll.
Yeah, how many
people have done that where you're going along and you accidentally it jumped and you've taken off the tip of your finger, or it's jumped and you've gone sky across and
cut across your fabric,
and you've broken. You can actually even
slice
chip
your ruler.
Done some really wonderful things to your rulers, and these have been fantastic. Everybody who has purchased one in the past came back and said, literally within a couple of days, where has this been all my life? They are acrylic, so if you have smaller rulers, because it only comes one size, you can take these down if you want to. I mean, even
cut them down.
You can have these cut down and have them fit to your ruler size that you like. They are 22 inches long, and you do want to follow the directions. You want to pop this sucker in a 1/2 inch into your ruler, because I'm the one that put it on wrong the first time because I didn't read.
So it comes with the adhesive.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I will tell you, we've recommended every single time, if you have like Gorilla Glue or Loctite is actually, I know we probably shouldn't give brands, but we're going to say it anyways. It does actually stay on longer. And the reason why is because it's not that the glue on here is not good. It's just that what happens is here at the shop, we tend to pick our rulers up here, which then makes them bend, which then puts stress on the glue. It's really better to either grab here or grab the whole thing. So they work wonderful. It is a
It actually
heaven
makes
sent.
it easier to pick up the ruler too.
Exactly. It does, instead of trying to get it underneath your
Under
mat.
fingernails, yeah.
Pretty much. So if you haven't got one of these, get one of these. They are amazing. We love it.
They definitely are a safety feature.
Absolutely. So in regards to, your rulers, I thought, what, why not put some Omni racks up here so you have a holder for your rulers. These are fantastic, and they're flexible. What's great is it even has a little spot to put like your little safety pins or some pins. Even if you just need a few little spots to hold your little wonder clips, each one of them has that. And these are great. Really, really easy. And
these are nice size to take to class too. So
yes,
if you're
having them laying down and stacking them, you can just kind of lay these up right there.
Rulers can scratch themselves, so storing them in the rack upright like that prevents the markings from getting etched off.
Yeah, because once those gone, you're kind of in trouble being able to measure your product. And then we did bring in a couple of new satchels. Now I'm going to have you show this one because that was one that we were talking about.
So this is the semi satchel. And it is thicker, so if I can show the width there and the length. So this is wonderful for folding fabrics, storing threads, but like a fat quarter storage. This is
big
wonderful. Or
bundles.
like yard cuts, half yard cuts if you're collecting fabrics for a project. It also shows thread storage, so you definitely can store cones of thread. If you have embroidery threads or long arm threads, these are wonderful for
Well, and
that.
if you're like Carrie, who loves to buy those Cafe bundles and Tula
Oh, yeah,
bundles,
fat quarter
they just sit right inside there so perfectly.
Yeah, jelly rolls, and it comes with dividers inside, so you can kind of separate.
Or you could take them out if you don't want them in there. And so, yeah, I love these. These have been a real big hit
Yeah.
since we just got them in. Now, this is something we've had for a little while. It's our super satchel. These are fantastic to have. It's got a nice lid, just like the other one does. Just pops right open. These are great if you're going from class to class. It has a really nice handle. It is, you know, opaque. It's completely see-through. I mean, you can
It's a
see me
wonderful
through it.
project bin, so it holds a 12-inch block.
Yep, and so if you have, I know a lot of our customers have those project bags. You can stack a whole bunch of project bags right inside of here, and they'll stay nice and flat, even flatter than just storing them on top, and they won't slide around. And I have these at home, and I can just literally stack them on my cabinet, line by line by line, or I can stack them on top of themselves. It just depends on which way you want to pull them. But you can see through them.
Yeah, so
So
you
you
see
can-
what you've stored.
Exactly. It's
When
not
you
a
go
blind man's
digging through
storage.
your closet looking for that project that you put away, and then you're ready to bring back out.
Exactly.
I spend most of my weekends doing that.
Right? Isn't that the truth?
Yeah.
Who
Digging around
does
for
that?
something,
Who
yeah.
has stuff stored in bins that you can't see through, and then
Yeah.
you spend 3 hours going through trying to find that one fabric, and then by the time you find it, you got to stop.
Yeah.
Now I got to go cook dinner.
Or
So
when you find it, then you realize you really don't want to work on
you didn't
it.
want to
so
work.
you-
Yeah.
you
or
move on to something else.
It's
yeah.
not what you thought it looked like anymore. That's my favorite. Oh, it's not really the color
It's not the
I
right
was.
color, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've all done that. So, join the club. So I think that is all that we have to share today. So we want to thank everybody so much for joining us. Please make sure that you heart our video and that you share our video. It is one of the best ways to show the love and to let your friends and family across the country know what we got going on and get involved in our sales and see what we have happening. Was there anything else that was anybody asking?
Not that I can see now. So if you
Okay.
have questions, give us a call. Write in your question. We'll be answering them throughout the day.
Definitely. And like what Karen said earlier, if you are interested in classes, and not just this particular boxy tote class, if there's ever a class that you think or you would like us to look at having,
Always request it.
yeah, please, because you know what? Sometimes we just don't know that there's people out there that are wanting a specific class, and that's the best way that we can provide to you the classes that you're looking for is to let us know, hey, I want this class, or we've been talking about this with my group and we'd like to have that class. Let us know. We are all about making sure we get you guys what you want. It's really important. Absolutely. So I want to thank you very much. Thanks, Carrie, for joining me, making you
you're welcome.
be on the live with me today. So
right.
thanks so much. We'll see you guys next Wednesday. Hope you have a wonderful day. See you later.
Bye-bye.